Hello everyone. I hope that you are doing well. Welcome to thewonderwoman.com. We're so happy you're here. Thank you for coming to stop by. So today we're going to be doing bridal makeup. I'm getting married in February, so that is in less than 6 months. Oh my gosh, time is going so fast. I'm so excited. Daniel Goodwin, if you're watching this, and you shouldn't be, but if you are, I can't wait to marry you. But you shouldn't be, so turn it off now because now we're going to talk about bridal makeup. By the way, I have never done a talk through makeup tutorial. I always do voiceovers, so we gonna be here a while. So go get your tea, go get your coffee, because it's gonna be a while. First, we're gonna use Bridal Field's night cream. I am very particular about having dry skin when I do my makeup, mostly because I have patchier spots. So life's a big joke. I mean that in the best way possible. If you have oily skin, I would go ahead and skip this step and I would do a mattifying primer. So I have a pore defense primer which helps reduce all of your pores, yes. And I also have a Lumi primer, which is L'Oreal, I believe. Yeah, it's L'Oreal. And it is extremely, extremely, extremely brightening. So you pick your poison. I'm doing both because I'm getting married, so we're going crazy. We're going ham. So I'm going to take 1 pump of the Pore Defense Primer. This is hard candy. I actually got this from Walmart while I was on a family vacation. And I was like, you know what? I'm trying this bad boy. Walmart can't stop me. So I'm going to put that towards the center of my face, on my nose. Around my nose, I have pretty big pores. That's just how life goes. So I'm just going to try to rub it in and do that. Perfect. And then next I'm taking about a half a pump of this L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. I'm going to put that just on the high points of my face. So right here, we're going to put that underneath my eyebrow, top of my nose, and then the same over here. You have a few different options for foundation. You have something like and these are just examples, but the YSL Touche Éclat, which is extremely dewy, it's very moisturizing for the skin, but like I said, extremely, extremely dewy. So if you have oily skin, I would not go for something like this. But you also have the YSL Fusion Ink. Once again, I'm just a huge YSL fan. If you have a foundation that you love and that you Makeup Forever HD foundation, great. Special occasion foundation, but I just like these because they sit really well on my skin and they also have really good matches for my skin, which is sometimes hard to find. Today though, because this is all dried out and I need to get new stuff, unfortunately, which is a bummer, I'm going to be using the Touche Éclat. So this is in BD20, I believe, yeah, BD20. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply it straight onto my beauty blender, 1 pump will do the trick. Depending on what the foundation is, sometimes I like to drop a few drops of oil on it, but I think that the Touche Éclat by itself with the wet beauty blender should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply that all over my face like so. The next step I'm going to be doing is the, I don't know how to say her last name, Ardale. This is Jane's awesome concealer. It comes in two. There's like a highlighty shade and then there's also a skin tone shade. So I like to mix the two and put it underneath my eyes. I put my finger and warm up the really, really light one, and then I really dig it into the skin tone color one. And I go ahead and just apply that underneath my eye. Try again. I just ran all the way downstairs because my dogs were barking, and I thought the mailman came with a very important wedding package. That was not him. It was, I don't know who it was. It was no one. My dogs were barking at a squirrel. So that's annoying, but it's fine. Because the beauty blender is very damp, it really helps break up the product, which is important because you don't want it to look like it's caked on by any means. These actually work really well because first of all, L'Oreal has a wide variety of different kinds of concealers and foundations for cool toned, warm toned, neutral toned skin types. They have stuff for people with oily skin. They have stuff for people with dry skin. It's really, everyone's going to be able to find something. So that's actually a really cool idea if you're looking for something new in the drugstore. You don't want to pay loads of money. L'Oreal True Match, an amazing line, really, really does have good quality stuff. And so the perfect thing about this is it comes with just a little brush like that. And so I'm going to go ahead and dot that right underneath just where my cheekbones are with 3 dots. Little dot right there, and that'll carry all the way down. I'm going to take a pretty small stippling brush like this. You can see that I've used it quite a bit for, just quite a bit for any contour. This is like my favorite liquid contour brush just because it's so small, and it eats up a little bit of the product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to blend. Now we are going to prime our lids. I'm going to use the Maybelline, I believe this is Maybelline, yes, it's the Master Prime. Primer is going to help your eyeshadow stay on a lot longer, and it's also going to prevent creasing. And on your wedding day, you're not going to be able to touch up your makeup. There are going to be certain times you'll be able to, but in all, you're going to be wanting to dance and have fun. You're just not going to want to worry about it, and so this is just preventative. Next, we are going to be using the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-Hour Metal in Barely Branded, and it is a beautiful, 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 just gold. I don't know if you can see that it's quite bright in here, but it's just a gold eyeshadow, really, really light. It's almost skin tone-like. Put it on with my fingers. I'm just going to dab that in. I will take a brush in a little bit to blend it out because once it stays, it stays. So we want to make sure that we have time to blend it. I usually like, if possible, to use the same stuff that I'm using for my eyeshadow if it's light and brightening and has a little bit of glisten to it. I like to use it as a highlighter too, and the reason why is because it makes for a much smoother look. Like everything seems to come together a lot better, just as if that you were to put lip color on and you'd use a very similar color on your cheeks. It just kind of brings the whole look together. Another cool thing is this is 24-hour. This is really going to stay all day. And right here, above the contour, we are just going to add. Set our contour, and I'm actually going to use the Revlon Color Stay Free Spirit palette. The number is 580. This is going to sound super weird, but follow with me because it's actually a pretty cool idea. So there's this shade in here. It's this brown one right here. It's very, very, very ashy. And that is going to be a really, really natural color when contouring. So we're going to take the same contour brush that we used right here. I'm going to get just any of the excess product that was on there off. You're going to take that same color now, the brown one. We're going to take this brush and we're going to dip it in. Tap off any excess product, and you're going to just take it right into the crease. Now that I'm feeling out this look, I'm seeing where stuff is needed. I'm going to go ahead and take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and right in the middle, incandescent light once again. I'm going to take this same brush that I used for my eyeshadow, and I'm going to go ahead and just put this just on the center. For brows, we're going to be using the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Crayon. That's kind of a tongue twister like everything else. And this is in the color, I think it's called Soft Brown, but I'm not positive on that. And it has a really, really fine... So before we get going, I'm going to go ahead and just take the spoolie and brush through my brows. You just want to stroke little baby brush strokes in your brows. That's going to make it... Ooh, I just took out one of my hairs. That's going to make it look the most natural. We're going to go ahead and take our spoolie again, and we're just going to brush through. We're going to brush up and brush through. This is going to get any of the excess product out. It's going to make it look a lot more natural. And it's going to also help us shape where our brows are. So the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take my Kat Von D liquid eyeliner pencil, and this is the Tattoo Liner. And it's just in black. I don't think it has... Oh, it's in Trooper. So that's the name of it. It's called Trooper. I have the little sample version just because I don't always use liquid liner, and this is plenty for me. This has lasted me months, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and just shake it, and I'm going to start lining. Now, we're going to do a really, really, really fine line. It doesn't need to be this cat eye. If you want it to be, do your thing, girl. But I don't ever wear cat eye, so it wouldn't make sense for me to do it on my wedding day. So it's going to be really, really fine, and it's just going to help thicken up the lash line a little bit. And now we are moving on to mascara, one of my favorite parts. So I'm going to go ahead and just curl my lashes. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, this is totally your preference. You can do false lashes, you can do individual lashes, you can get a lash tint and lift before your wedding day. I think that's probably what I will do. is get a lash tint and a lash lift, so they'll tint my eyelashes like a deeper black, and then they're also going to lift it up. Just because it's a lot easier and you don't have to curl your lashes just on a regular basis. But I also will probably wear individual lashes. I just unfortunately don't have eyelash glue on me today, which is a bummer. And I realized that after I started filming. But these are the Eye Envy. I'm pretty sure my sister got these from England, just at like a local drugstore. You can get them anywhere. You can get them at Walgreens, CVS, whatever floats your boat. But for my mascara today, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Plumpify Blast Pro. We're almost done, people. We're almost done. Just lips and blush left. So we did it. I'm going to actually just take this and dab it in as if I was applying lip balm or something. And then I have the Milani blush, which is in Luminoso. It's in 05. It's a baked powder blush, but it has shimmer in it. It's a little bit lighter and it's a little bit more peach. I think I'm going to go with the more peach option. So I'm going to go ahead and take my blush brush and just dab it in to get any of the excess off. Put that just on the apples of my cheeks like that. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Let me know if you liked this video, if you thought it was helpful, if you thought it was just ridiculous and entertaining and you're about to go to bed. That's okay too. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you very soon on my next post.